It is caught by Jalen Marsh, and that's good first down yardage on a 3rd and 4, and we keep the drive alive and platooning some guys in. A lot of people playing, keeping people fresh. And let's see if we're going to bring in a running attack, see what we do here, as we are mixing it up nicely and keeping Jackson Christian off balance, on their heels, unsure. And I would not want to be the defensive coordinator right now for Jackson Christian.
That was the best pass completion of the night so far. A great slant route by Marsh, and Matt threw it on a dime, right between the numbers.
McClary with Owens now. They shift out to the right, and Don Dunning joins McClary in the backfield. And he wants to throw, looking to the right. And we've got a man wide open over there, and that is Jaden Satterfield catching it, and he gets good yardage. He's plummeted there to the ground, but not before he gets 7 yards, and a nice out pattern there that McClary hit him. McClary has really been on target for most of the night. Looks like a pickup of about 6, 2nd and 4. Ball down on the, looks like about the 15 or 16-yard line. Our angle is tough here. Dakota Owens, as we shift people around in the backfield. Dunning goes off the left tackle slot. Matt McClary trying to get the signals in. Finally has what he needs. Takes the snap, and he's going to give
he keeps
to Dakota. No, that is Dakota, isn't it?
No, he
no,
kept
it's Matt McClary. I'm sorry, the 10 to the 5. 4, 3, 2, 1.
And he gets in.
Is he in?
I think that's what the side judge called. Or are they
I
going
think
to
they're going to mark him at the 1.
He stuck his hands up. I thought it was a touchdown.
I'm sorry. I lost the I glanced away during the middle of the play to get a number and lost it.
It was, I think, a designed handoff, but Matt decided to keep it. I guess a quarterback read on that one.
We've got the full house backfield with Matt McClary. Probably go to Dunning. Let's see. Dunning, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give him 6. Touchdown. Nashville Christian. At the 10-minute mark, Nashville Christian takes a 15-0 lead, and Campos in for the conversion. And I tell you, Elmer has done an outstanding job. We had 2 games, 28-27. He's 4 of 4, and they put it down, and he knocks this one through the gymnasium window. Good. There's timeout on the field with the score. 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Nashville Christian 16. Our visitors, Jackson Christian, nothing. Back in a moment.
In a year or less, you can launch him.
Hey, fellas, we ain't gonna ever back down from nobody. I don't care who it is. This is a brotherhood. And if we stand strong together, we can't be denied. If one of us go down, we have another, and another, and another that's ready to fight. So let's hit this field and bang them. Bang them. Bang them. Somebody light me up.
Kickoff. We've scored 3 times. Tell us a little bit about it.
That's right. Dakota Owens had a 24-yard touchdown run in the first quarter, and we pinned Jackson Christian back on their 1-yard line, and were able to get a safety through the back of the end zone, and then Don Dunning just punched it in from 2 yards with 10 minutes to go in the second. So now we are up 16-0.
And Campos' kick is fielded at the 13, back to the 15, to the 20. Trying to carry it outside, then back to the middle 30, 35-40. Nice run out to the 43-yard line. And Nick Bosich picked him up there.
It was a great return by Danya Brooks, number 1 for Jackson Christian.
That was. And we want to mention again, Brock Hicks with a great pooch kick is pinned them back inside the 1 that led to that safety. So we go back on defense, leading 16-0, and we really want to get a stop here and take. We're taking control of the game. Jackson Christian really kind of went toe-to-toe with us there for a while, but we're starting to try to pound it pretty good. They've got 3 out here to the right. Ball game far from being over, and there's another good run, 50, 45, down the sideline, 40, 35, finally being shoved out of bounds by Micah Fan, and let's pick up the number over there, that nice run by Jackson Taylor, and he found good yardage, found his spots, and
Had a little speed on there.
it was.
well.
And so they're back in business. They're not giving up. They're not looking at folding up the tents at all, and if they punch it in here, they are back in the contest immediately. They bring 3 wide out to the right again, and Aaron Smith, quarterback for Jackson Christian Eagles. And he's going to throw a slant pattern and is caught. Nice catch there for about 6 by Trip Hearn, and good little first play there, and it looks like it's going to be a pickup of about 5, 2nd and 5. Ball at the 29-yard line of Nashville Christian. So Jackson Christian looking to gain back a little bit of momentum here. The clock running down in the second quarter of the first half, 9-12. Nashville Christian comes with number 22, Jackson Taylor, back there with Aaron Smith, quarterback. Split receivers either side. And they're going to slant across the middle. That pass is intercepted. It's caught by Martise Edwards. 35-40. He's going to go. Ladies and gentlemen, 40, 30, 20. Martise Edwards is running down Sawyer Brown Road. Touchdown, Eagles. Just as Jackson Christian was trying to get a little momentum, we seize it back, and we go up 22-0.
That was 71 yards all the way to the house, folks.
Oh, man. They didn't even come close to touching him. That could be a dagger there. I know it's still early, but it's going to be tough for Jackson Christian at this point. They're down about to be 4 scores, and there's a mishandle of the extra point. So we're up 3 scores. 22-0 at Keaton Field. We're going to be back in a minute after an exciting interception return of Martise Edwards. And the Eagles go up 22-0. Second quarter action back in a moment.
Kickoff, back deep.
Back at Eagle Field, Nashville Christian's Martise Edwards taking it to the house from, how many yards was that?
71 yards.
71. Nice pick up. I think we got it off a deflection by one of our linemen.
Somebody
Or
get him some
someone,
oxygen.
Yeah. And Campos nails it nicely. Fielded at the 11, 15, 20, 25, 27.
Ball's
and there's
out.
another fumble. And Jackson Christian has recovered it near the 30-yard line. So they'll try to gain back some of this momentum. And that's just got to take a lot of air out of their sail because they've done a lot of good things. They've had some good plays. They've had some good returns. And if they don't stop the bleeding, it could be rough here. As we
A lot of miscues tonight, just from both sides of the
Yeah.
ball. We as well have had early in the first quarter had some miscues.
we're still on fall break, so I know it's tough to practice every day when a lot of people are on the road traveling. And if you're out of town watching, welcome to the broadcast. And if you just joined us, it's 22-0 Nashville Christian leading here halfway through the second quarter. And we've got flags. It will be illegal procedure on Jackson Christian, moving it back to the 25-yard line, 1st and 15. Across that front line again for Nashville Christian from the left to the right, Micah Fan, Harris Adams, Aaron Gray, Lucas Klein. Our backfield crew is, our linebacker crew is Carson Guthrie, Nick Bosich, Josh Strickland. Corners, Martise Edwards, Dakota Owens, and our safeties. You got William Spence. Is Tyler in there also?
Yeah, Tyler's in there.
Okay. Here's an out pattern, and he's going to get good yardage from 30, 35. He's still picking his way, and he gets up to the 30-yard line. Nice run of about 5 yards by, was that Daniel Brooks?
Yep. Said his name a couple times. I think he's probably one of their dynamic playmakers. They've put him out of motion for a couple of plays. He's very shifty.
He is very quick-footed and found some good yardage there to make up some of that loss. So it's now 2nd and 9. Aaron Smith in the backfield. Again with Taylor. He's going to be in trouble. He's going to roll to the left. He's going to throw back across field. That's a dangerous pass. And incomplete. 3rd and 9. An ill-advised pass. Fortunately for him, it hit the turf. That ball was in the air, teasingly long. It will be 3rd and 9 at the 31-yard line. Third down and 9, 7:55 to go. Jackson Christian line bought the 31. They bring 3 to the right. Now they bring 4. He's going to roll to the right, looking to pass. And he's going to be wide open. Brooks 40, 45, 50 before he is run out of bounds. And that's going to be a first down for Jackson Christian. And he came in motion all the way across the field, and nobody picked him up. So, again, Jackson Christian has had some good plays. They just had a couple of bad breaks to put them in a 22-0 hole. And we've still got 7:48 to go on the clock, so they've got plenty of time to get in the end zone. We've got plenty of time to stop them and take it the other way. In the backfield, Taylor with quarterback Aaron Smith. 3 to the left.
Bringing the house.
And here's another bad snap. And Nashville Christian, there's flag, and they're going to call there's a dead ball foul, so illegal procedure again. So Jackson Christian, for every step they take forward, they take 2 back.
Probably fortunate that stopped the play, because not only did the snap go over the head of the quarterback, but we had I think we had 2 or 3 linebackers coming blitzing Smith as well. So they were probably fortunate that play got stopped.
It'll be 1st and 15, 7:48 to go. Jackson Christian to the line on their own 45. Crowd coming to life. And here's a pass out on the left. It is complete to the 40, 45, 50. And taking that ball for, again, a nice gain over there is Daniel Brooks. And he is a spotty runner and has good hands.
Another flag.
Another flag on the far side over there. Let's see. And they're going to call holding, holding on Jackson Christian. And it's just got to be discouraging to that coaching staff. They're calling pretty good plays, and every so often we'll get a decent yardage out of it. But that's part of the game and part of the strategy of doing the right things to get some yardage. And that puts it back. First down and 25 to go. That was cheerleader Jacob Bates, if you heard his voice over the mic. And quarterback, 35, 40, 45 in the middle of the field. And, again, pretty good run.
Another flag.
Have we got another flag?
And I think it is again on Jackson Christian.
I tell you, they've
for the
got to figure
same
out.
thing.
I don't know if the same kid or not, but this is rough.
That's 3 penalties in a row.
And that shows, in a game like this where we've taken control, it must be pretty obvious because they keep throwing the flags on them. Even though we're up big, the officials are seeing some obvious throws. Some obvious holds.
It's a deja vu back to the first quarter where we were having 2nd and 30, 3rd and 30, these crazy long downs for these teams to make.
Oh, it's a long way to go now. And our press box is shaking here, so I've never felt that. It's first down, and they've got 22 up on the board. I think it's more than that. It's more like 32. And still first down. Back to pass. Looking, waiting. He's running out of the pocket, and he's going to be thrown back there at the original line of scrimmage. And Micah Fan just kind of twirls him to the ground. And it's still going to be second down, and it's about 32, I believe, to go. I think it's second down and 32. The clock running, 6:25 to go. We're up 22-0 in control, but the game by no means over. A touchdown here gives them new life, but they've got a long way to go.
That's right.
A long way to go for a first down.
They just need to make sure someone's got an eye on Brooks, and he's in motion.
Here he comes this way, and we've got somebody on. Here's another bad snap. That ball is going to be recovered all the way back at the 16-yard line, and the Jackson Christian coaching staff must be irate, going berserk, because they're calling good plays. They've got a decent game plan, and they just continue to dig themselves a hole. And again, kids have to make the plays. The coaches, all they can do is put you in the right position to make the plays, and the kids have to execute. And you snap it over and over again a million times, and still sometimes they throw it over the head, as they did.
Might need to opt for a under the center snap, possibly.
It's third down, and on the board it says 45. I think that's about right. Yeah, that's right. So let's see what they do. They're rolling out to the right. Quarterback thrown across the middle. It is
There's
complete
Brooks.
again. Yes, the 30 to the 35, and it's a nice pickup.
There's
Unfortunately,
a flag.
Oh my goodness.
Not even kidding, on the far side.
Yes, it is.
And it is the same call on Jackson Christian.
I don't know.
I've never seen this.
This is unbelievable. And again, we have no idea if it's the same player.
They're going to think we paid the refs or something
Yeah,
to just
it's
call this game.
It's every single play.
They can't get out. They can't get off this drive. We're looking at third and, close to 50 yards.
And we're gonna take the penalty naturally to put them in a deeper hole. And now, oh my goodness, they've got to get to Charlotte Pike for a first down.
Third and long.
Third and long.
That's what we're going to call it. We don't need to give it a number.
It's over 50. Do they have it up there yet? It's third down, and
it's forever. We just can't give up a big play. Cannot.
Let's see what happens here. Third and a couple of blocks. He's going to keep it, and he's going to be smothered back there. Pickup of 2 or 3. Nick Bosich finally wrestling to the ground. So we're going to get the ball back inside 4 minutes, and man, that is so deflating for Jackson Christian.
They certainly kept the ball for a long time.
Yeah,
at least teetered the time of possession a little more back to them. But, probably I can't imagine the coaches are happy with that last drive in any way.
They ate up a lot of clock, but didn't get any yardage. So they're punting from their own end zone. Let's see if they get it out of there. And he actually gets a pretty decent punt. But there is a flag again. And we're going to be here all night. So if you're on the road.
Oh, that one was on us. Looked like offside. On us.
So they finally get a call in their favor.
See, we didn't pay the refs.
Yeah, if you're on vacation and watching, you may be watching this game pretty late because we're still in the second quarter. It's 8 o'clock Central Standard Time here in Bellevue. 3:54 to go. We're on Central Bishop time here at Eagle Field. And back deep, we got Jalen Marsh and Martise Edwards. And so the punter will have a little more room to get it out of there. We got our guys up at the 40-yard line, anticipating getting it there. And that's about, we're going to come up on it. And Martise has it at the 38, and he breaks away. He's in trouble, but he's going to try to make something out of it. 45. He's still on his feet. 40. He's got a wall. 35, 35, 20, 15, 10, 5. He takes it to the house.
Oh, there's a flag on the field, though. There's a flag.
And Coach is irate with one of the players. We got a penalty way behind the play, and it's going to negate an incredible return by Martise. And Coach Brothers is not a happy coach right now.
Looked like a personal foul on us. I'm not sure what that hand signal means, but it was a personal foul. I just didn't get it looked like something like this.
I'm sorry I didn't see it. So that's going to, okay, it's just a personal foul.
Blindside block.
Blindside block, and that was, I think, probably the reason Coach Brothers is so upset is it was an unneeded
they had
contact.
We had Martise was running with 6 or 7 guys. He could have walked to the end zone.
It looked like the wall that the Titans had at the Music City Miracle.
But we got great field position.
20 years ago.
But
3:32 to go. We're in their territory. And throwing the ball down and out is
Colby
complete,
Lambert.
and that's Colby Lambert. Nice pass as he bullets it down to William Spence, who 2 weeks ago had a miraculous reception in the end zone after it was deflected by us and the defender to pull out a last-minute win after being down by 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. One of the great high school ball games I've ever seen. So Kobe, the freshman, back there in the backfield. He's going to throw again. He's looking, waiting, dumps it off here. It's incomplete through the hands of Dakota Owens. It stops the clock at 3:05 to go. And Chandler, if people have just joined in, after this play, give us another rundown of the scoring if people joined us late. And we'll be coming to the line here. The 22-0 lead, 3:05 to go, second quarter. Kobe Lambert in the backfield with Don Dunning. And we're checking off here, changing things. Coach Bell changing the play there. Kobe signals out and takes the snap. He's going to throw again. He's got plenty of time now. He's running out of the pocket. He's going to run. No, he's going to throw the ball down to the corner of the end zone. That ball is up for grabs. And was that Jaden Satterfield over there?
Mm-hmm.
Battling it out. And fortunately, he threw it high enough, so it was deflected away. 3rd down and 10, 2:57 to go. Kobe could have run for a first down there, I believe.
Yep, went for the home run touchdown ball there.
He's got an arm. He can throw it a mile.
Yes.
And Kobe will be back there with Dakota Owens
Donovan
again.
Smith, freshman, split out left.
And here's the snap. He's going to go to Dakota, 30 off the left tackle, 25. Slung down at the 23-yard line. It'll be 4th down. And will they bring in Campos for a field goal? It would be a 40-yarder. It would be a 40-yarder, maybe a 39-yarder. Let's see. No, we're going to go for it. 2:35 to go. 4th and about 6. Kobe Lambert, freshman. Fellow Tennessee football fan. He's going to throw the ball now. He pulls it down. He's going to run. 30, 25. He's upended and is not going to pick up the first down as we'll turn it over on downs at the 23-yard line. We'll be back. Well, I tell you what, go ahead and give us the rundown of the scoring there, Chandler, for those who may be tuning in from out of town.
That's right. In the first quarter, we had a 24-yard touchdown run by Dakota Owens, and after that, Brock Hicks pinned the ball at the 1-yard line where Jackson Christian fumbled the ball out of the end zone, and we were able to get a safety. So the score was 9-0 at the end of the first, and then Don Dunning punched it in from 2 yards at the beginning of the second quarter, and then we had an interception return for 71 yards by Martise, with the extra point being no good after a bad snap and hold.
All right, Jackson Christian trying to get something going here. They hand to the running back up the middle, and he's going to carry forward. And finally, the line collapses. Harris Adams hitting him first. And now the clock is going to run against Jackson Christian, and so they're going to have to get snaps off quickly if they're going to get something in the end zone before the half. So Nashville Christian was looking for a door closer and thought they had it on the interception, but that was called back for a penalty, and it was a beautiful return and a beautiful wall set up by our guys. I mean, it was picture perfect, just like the coaches would want. And it's 2nd and 5, 1:35 to go. Jackson Christian to the line. Back to pass. Quarterback rolling to the right. Looking, waiting. He's throwing it a lob up there. It's complete.
Whoa. Wow,
At
what
the middle
a catch.
Midfield, and catching that ball is Will Cisco. And, man, it was a nice reception as we had good coverage, but we had our back turned, and we didn't turn around in time. And they're bringing it back. Are they bringing the ball back again?
Oh, I guess I called them out of bounds. Ooh. Well, it came to our side, and it sure looked in bounds, but otherwise, it was a phenomenal throw. Dropped it right over the defender.
You only have to get 1 foot in. Boy.
Also, while I have the mic, I'd like to give a shout-out to the one, the only, my Aunt Pam. It's her birthday today. I'm not going to say how old she is because I don't know. But even if I did, I wouldn't say that because she's a lovely, lovely lady. Happy birthday, Aunt Pam.
All right. Wished you would get to know your family better by knowing her age, but
you think I should say that over the air?
Probably doesn't want that
Probably
out.
not.
Yeah, probably not. 3rd down and 5. Another tough break for Jackson Christian. Ball on the 23. If we hold here, we got a chance to get it back here. And here's a pass across the middle. That ball is complete for a first down. And catching the ball and moving it up to the 36-yard line is Will Cisco again. And it will be a first down this time. And there is no penalty. So we get to continue action. The clock is wound. They're going to have to get something going a little quicker than this to have a chance to get it in the end zone as we now tick to a minute, leading 22-0. Jackson Christian just outside their 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Our big 4-man front. They're hungry. They're coming after him. Slant pattern complete to the 40. Instead of stepping and getting up to the 45-yard line and receiving that once again is Dania Brooks. They keep going to him. And they didn't get the first down, so the clock is still running. 2nd and 1. 31 seconds and ticking. Well, they're taking a long time to get this play off. They're 55 yards away. Here we come, and we've got a blitz, and he is going to be hammered. The ball is picked up. Oh, and he couldn't make it. They're going to call it an incomplete pass with 20 seconds left. Wow. 2nd down. And boy, who hammered him? Was that Carson?
That was Guthrie. Came flying off the edge.
From linebacker off the corner there. And, I mean, he pelted him.
I think that's what linebackers dream of. Untouched, straight to the quarterback, not even knows it's coming.
It was perfect. I guess they call this forward motion, his hand going forward there. 20 seconds left. 3rd down and still 3rd down and 1. And back to pass. And the ball over here to the left, and they're going to eat him up, and that's probably going to do it for the first quarter unless we call time. Oh, there's a fumble, and Nashville Christian has pounced on the ball. If they didn't call it dead, we're saying it's our ball over there at the 37-yard line.
And they motion. It's our ball.
It's our ball. We're going to have time for one play.
Fumble.
So let's see, is it Kobe or Matt that's going to come in to throw the Hail Mary here at the end of the half. 8 seconds left. And again, everything going against Jackson Christian. They've had a tough night tonight. So let's see what we call here.
And looks like Matt's going out there.
All right, Matt, returning to action, the junior. He is going to try to heave this ball. He'll have to throw it at least 45 yards to get it to the end zone. 8 seconds left. We're up 22-0 right before the end of the first half. So we set our men, and Jackson Christian pulls their secondary back deep. Matt McCleary back to throw. He's throwing the ball down and out real quickly, and nice play, getting out of bounds and receiving the ball that time. And the Jackson Christian very upset that the clock did not run. Now they've let it run out. And that wasn't correct because that didn't take 8 seconds. But the clock started way too late. So I don't know what the officials are going to call here. Then the clock ran out after we'd gotten out of bounds. So let's see what the officials are going to call.
I mean, there's no way that play took more than 8 seconds.
We should have a couple of seconds on the clock. And Coach Brothers looked surprised at whatever he was told.
Yep, they're going to give us another play.
Are they giving us another play? Okay.
I believe they're saying 2 seconds left.
They're putting 2 seconds on the clock. So, again, good job of officiating there. And the ball at about the 25-yard line. Matt McCleary will throw on the last play. And now we've got we may have called timeout. Did we call timeout before the snap? Okay. So we're going to get a chance to kind of regather. There were 2 seconds on the clock. I don't know why the officials stopped the play. They had 2 seconds on the board. The ball is at the 26-yard line. This should be the last play, Chandler, unless we have a few penalties. Matt McCleary on the last play is going to try to throw it in the end zone. And here he is, deep down in the end zone. The pass is incomplete. And that's going to end a long, eventful first half. From Nashville Christian, Donnie Keaton Field, your score at the half. Nashville Christian 22, Jackson Christian 0. Back in a moment.
funnies. And to celebrate my medals on, they wanna take my trophies. Some are loyal soldiers while these other thrones are rosy. And if you never know who you can trust, then trust me, you'll be lonely. Oh, are you ready for the sequel? Are you ready for the latest? You got nothing. I'm gonna be the greatest. In a golden cathedral. I'll be bringing for the famous. And if you goes through, hey, look what I made it. Hey, look what I made it. Everything's coming up pieces, pieces. It's a dream, don't break it, don't break it. I said, hey, look what I made it, I made it. I said, hey, look what I made it, I made it. See it from the take it, take it. It's a dream, don't break it, don't break it. I said, hey, look what I made it. Let's believe it. Hey, look what I made it. I feel so close to you right now. It's the best feeling. I wear my heart up on my sleeve like a big deal. Your love pours down on me, surround me like a waterfall. And there's no stopping us right now. I feel so close to you right now. me, baby. Oh, yeah, you got me back. You're crazy, baby. Let's make a movie, baby. Excuse me, baby.
back at Donnie Keaton Field in Bellevue, Tennessee. This is Mike McPherson with Chandler Clark and Andrew Atkins, our producer, as we're bringing the action. Region play of Nashville Christian leading Jackson Christian 22-0 at the half. Jackson Christian's had a lot of bad luck, and there are really a few bad luck penalties and plays from actually being in this game. And at that, they probably feel fortunate just to be down 22-0. But if they'd had a few more breaks, this game would be totally different. They've made some good plays and then would shoot themselves in the foot with just a string of holding penalties that kept them from having a chance to get on the board. Well, this would be a very interesting looking, be a different looking game right now. Jackson Christian is set to kick off, and that's Will Bartell. And we've got Martise Edwards and Jalen Marsh back deep. Here's the kick, and it's going to be going out of the end zone, and we'll be getting it at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Matt McCleary bringing the play from the sidelines. Nashville Christian sets down at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10, as we've just opened action here in the third quarter play. McCleary and Owens in the backfield. Split out here wide to the right is Satterfield. Don Dunning in the backfield off the right tackle to Owens, 20, 25, trying to turn that corner, and nice run. He really gets it right to the 30-yard line, and they should call that a first down if they put the nose of the football at the white stripe of the 30, and they do, and that should be a first down. It is. 10-yard run there. 11:40 to go. Nashville Christian shifting men around in the backfield and splitting Satterfield out wide to the left. He's the only wide out. Got Dakota Owens back there with Matt McCleary. Now he splits out to the left, and a flag this time will go against Nashville Christian, I believe, for no, they're calling offsides on Jackson Christian. So it'll be 1st and 5. I guess they lined up in the neutral zone.
I think the motion of Micah and Dakota.
Is that what it was? They jumped across? Okay.
Threw them off a little bit.
In the old days, they used to let you jump across the line, run around the backfield if you didn't touch anybody if you got back. In the pros, they did. Okay, Matt McCleary rolling to the left. He's looking to put the ball down. Now he's in trouble, trying to get out of it, and he will not. He'll be sacked back at the 25-yard line by a host of Jackson Christians led by Elijah Wiley. Also in there was Tim Craig. And we go 2nd and 12 here. Ball at the 28-yard line. 10:48 clock running down here in the third quarter. So Matt McCleary brings the team to the line. Don Dunning in the backfield with him. Got Satterfield, and I believe that's Marsh over here on this side. Back to pass. McCleary rolling to the left. He's over to the right. He's going to throw the ball downfield. It is intercepted, and stepping out of bounds at the 40-yard line is Cooper Cantrell. And Jalen Marsh was the intended receiver, and a nice play there, picking the ball off at the 40-yard line, Chandler.
It was a little underthrown, and Cantrell saw that and was able to undercut the route, jump right in front of there, and make a great play. Stepped right out of bounds, so lost some yards after the reception there. But Jackson Christian has the ball, and I think that might be the momentum that they're hoping for in this second half.
Right, they're still hanging in there. A score here certainly makes the game interesting. Jackson Christian with 3 wide out to the right side. Aaron Smith is going to hand to the halfback. He is going to be slung down by number 50, and that was Lucas Klein grabbing him in the backfield for a 5-yard loss. And again, Chandler's aunt, Pam, listening in. Congratulations on your 35th birthday.
That's what I was told, 35th.
35th birthday. We're just going to take it at that.
Being a good nephew, that's exactly what we're going to say.
I was
35th.
not going to make any further comments. You're the one that keeps talking about it.
Hey, I mean, I think you brought it up again, Mike, but we'll have to roll back the tape on that one.
2nd down and 15. Jackson Christian to the line. 9:44 to go. Clock ticking. Wide outs to the right. He's rolling that way. Pass is going to be, almost intercepted. Martise broke on it beautifully, and he was looking at a 35-yard pick six, and went off his hands.
That would have been the second of the day, too.
He had a beautiful one, and then we had a punt return called back. Was that Dakota or Martise?
No, that was also Martise.
It was also Martise. So he
been active tonight with
He's had
the big plays.
very good night at the 35. It's 3rd and 15. So here come the Jackson Christian Eagles to the line. They've got 4 wide outs, 2 to either side. Single back with quarterback back to pass, rolling to the right. He's under pressure from Guthrie. But they get away, and the pass is caught. Nice catch by Jake Wilson. And bringing him down is Nick Bosich. It's going to be far short of the first down. Looks like it's going to be 4th down and about 7. They're going to go for it. I admire that. 4th and 6. Jackson Christian going for it. National Christian crowd coming to life. Back to pass. The pass is going to be incomplete, and they had it too. They had it. Jake Wilson could not get back to it. It's thrown behind him, and he had the first down too. He had a little running room.
Yep.
And tough break for Jackson Christian. National Christian will take back over. Tammy and Dennis Wilson are down in Florida. Dennis is doing some of our stat work down there, so good to hear from them. And I'm sure we've got some other people around the country down in the warmer parts. And hope y'all are enjoying your vacation and listening and watching in on the Eagle Broadcasting Network. Jaden Satterfield coming here next to the screen. Dakota Owens with Matt McClary. And we're going to get whistled here. And they're going to call a delay game on us. Marching it 5 yards back, so the ball will be placed at their 48-yard line. And we're going to run the same play. It looks like McClary brings his team up. Dunning off right tackle there. And they're going to give the ball to, is that Dakota Owens?
It is.
45, 40, 38-yard line. Comes down hard on the surface. Nice running yardage there by Dakota. And he brings it back. We've got about 2nd and 5 on the 1st and 15. So nice run. It's a short 5. So 8:25 to go. Our clock running here in the 3rd quarter. National Christian in control and hoping to stick in the dagger here. Hicks out to the right side, closest to your screen. And pass to him, complete, 30, 25. And he cuts back the other way, down to the 22-yard line. Nice route and run. Nice throw, McClary. Brock Hicks on a little slanting pattern.
Brought down there by number 31, Andrew Hughes for Jackson Christian.
Yeah, they gave us a little too much room there, and we took advantage of it. 1st down and 10. Ball at the 22-yard line. Strickland now in the backfield with McClary, who wants to throw again. Rolling to the left. Is he going to pull it down? He wants to throw, and it is complete. It is caught by Jalen Marsh inside the 5, and he may have carried that ball to about the 2-yard line. Matt McClary rolling out, and I tell you, he bought time and then found people, and they started running broken patterns for him, and nice scrambling action.
Great patience there from Matt. He had Spence on the left side, too. Spence was behind his defender, but he tripped. And so Matt waited another second, and Jalen was able to get open and almost
Full
put it
house
in.
backfield. That's Don Dunning, 5, 4, 3, 2. They're still scrumming there, and they're going to mark him just short of the goal line, so he'll probably get it again.
He's our go-to
7:15 to go.
in the goal line
And
situation.
we're looking to really slam the door here. I know it's still third quarter action, but I think it'd be hard to come back against Nashville Christian if you're down 4 touchdowns in the third quarter. So they bring up everybody close in, and we're going to quarterback sneak. And do we push him forward? I don't think he got in then. So it's going to be second down. It's at about the, I guess the ball on about the 2.5, 3 yard line. I thought we were a little closer than that. Again, our angle is a little low here. And so let's see what we do here. It's third down and closer to 2 yards to go, 6:50 remaining. And now we go full house again. Everybody in the backfield, Don Dunning in the back. Don is hoping he gets it, and he does. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And he punches this one into the end zone for 6. Touchdown, Nashville Christian. 28-0. 6:50 to go, third quarter, and Campos in. Snapping. Who is our snapper here? Braden's out. Have to find that out. Matt McCleary will be holding Elmer Campos. The kick is up. That kick is sailing between the uprights, and good. There's timeout on the field with the score. Nashville Christian 29, Jackson Christian 0.
50 seconds to go in the third quarter.
Elmer Campos. Really great story with him, not beginning football until a little over a year ago. And Elmer puts a nice foot into it. That's a nice end over end. And it's going to bounce there at the 11 to the 15, the 17, and pummeled down there. Was that Deion King hitting him first or Nate Hamilton? Nate Hamilton, sophomore, pops him pretty good there. And they're going to place the ball at the 17-yard line. And Nashville Christian in total control of the game, so they'll try to bow up here, and they want to pitch another shutout. Coach Shaw would like his second shutout, defensive coordinator. 1st and 10, Jackson Christian. Quarterback back to pass. The pass is down and out, incomplete, and Carson Guthrie came in and leveled him, goes over and checks on him. Good sportsmanship there.
They've let him off the edge 2 or 3 times tonight, so he got him once earlier in the first half.
Yeah, Carson was licking his chops there again and hit him, but it was right at the release, so no infraction. 2nd down and 10, ball at the 17, Jackson Christian in a 29-0 hole, 6:41 to go, third quarter. Quarterback Smith is going to hand to the halfback, and Harris Adams is going to meet him in the backfield. And I tell you, our front line, they're just They're well fed, but they're always hungry. I tell you, they are muscle men on that front row. I would hate to have to block those guys. It's Micah Fan, Harris Adams, Aaron Gray, and Lucas Klein. 3rd and 13. Jackson Christian up to the line. Ball on the 14-yard line. 6 minutes and ticking third quarter. Man coming in motion, now turns and goes back the other way. That's Daniel Brooks. Let's see if they go to him. They're trying to set him up. That ball is fumbled inside the 5. Is it picked up? It is picked up by one of our linemen, and he takes it to the 1-yard line, and that's Harris Adams. Harris tried to take it in for a touchdown, but they tripped him up, and a late flag, and let's see who that's going to go against. The officials will discuss it. That ball is just right at the goal line. He did not quite get in, and let's see what the call is going to be. They're calling unsportsmanlike conduct on Nashville Christian, so that'll move the ball back to the 15-yard line. So we've still got the ball, but it'll be placed about the, let's see where they're going to put it. Should be about the 16-yard line or just inside it. 5:47 to go, third quarter, 29-0. Your Nashville Christian Eagles over Jackson Christian Eagles. Kobe Lamberth is into the contest, freshman quarterback. So he's getting some good reps tonight. Matt McClare's had an outstanding game, junior. We send 2 wideouts to the left. One of them is Donovan Smith. Let's see if they go to him. Josh Strickland also over there. And Kobe Lambert's back to pass. Looking, waiting. The pass is deflected, incomplete. Intended for Brock Hicks. Ball is deflected by Chance King of Jackson Christian. So we'll have it once again, second down. That ball's on the 17-yard line. I don't know why the scoreboard had. Okay, now they got it. 2nd and 10. Ball's about the 17.5-yard line. Lamberth back there with Dunning. And he's back to pass again, looking, waiting. He's running out of time. Now he's going to run 20, 15, going for the yard marker and carrying that ball open. Open-handed there, Chandler.
It was a great move, though. The little juke he had of that first guy that came in made him miss. But, yes, a little dangerous on the protection of the ball there.
So he's going to take that ball inside the 5-yard line, and we've got 3rd and 2, still not quite 3rd and goal. I'm sorry, that's at the 9-yard line. Dakota Owens in the backfield now. And the ball will go to him. 10, trying to get outside. 8, 7, 6, 5. Diving to about the 2 or 3-yard line. Again, sorry, we have a tough angle here. And with 5:26 to go, I believe we got a first down on that. So it should be 1st and goal. The ball. And that's the 2-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and goal at the 2. So we'll go to the full house backfield. And back there this time to get the ball will be Dakota Owens probably. Unless Kobe keeps it. To Dakota up the middle, and he scores. Touchdown, Nashville Christian, straight up the middle. Great blocking by Humes, Flowers, Humphrey, then Bates and List on the outside tackles. But Humes, Flowers, and Humphrey open up a gigantic hole to go up 35-0. So Nashville Christian in total control here. 4:55 remaining. 5th extra point by Campos coming up. And that kick splits them again. Good. There's timeout on the field with a score. 4:55 to go. Nashville Christian 36. Jackson Christian 0. back at Eagle Field. Our kickoff coming up. And after the 2 straight 28-27 wins, I'm sure the coaches are kind of relieved to have a game with a little bit of space in the score. Campos, nice, high, end over end. Brought up to the 17-yard line. 20, 25, trying to get outside and pushed out of bounds at the 32-yard line. And Jackson Christian will be in business at that point. .435, and the clock is running. Got the mercy rule going once you get a 35-point lead. Jackson Christian has had some tough breaks. They've really played better than the score indicates as far as just their effort, but they just had too many miscues that have just killed them. So the clock will be running here for most of the rest of the half. And Jackson Christian trying to get something on the board here. And they're in trouble, and slamming the quarterback for a loss is Micah Fan, and he came in there untouched. I mean, he just blew past the lineman and roared in there. Those guys just stay motivated at front line. Devastating. They've held Hillwood to 6, Columbia Academy to nothing, and so they've had some good games here trying to pitch another shutout here. Coach Andrew Shaw's defense. Ball back to the 20-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and about 21 to go. Clock ticking down, third quarter, 3:15 to go. And he's back to pass. Throwing the ball wide out and wide open over there, making a nice catch is number 1, Daniel Brooks. And he, I tell you, broke on it, came wide open. And we've mentioned his name quite a bit, Chandler.
He's been a bright spot for the Jackson Christian Eagles today. I'd love to see his stats at the end of the game because I feel like he has been giving them hope all night. Yeah, again, just like you mentioned earlier with the miscues, just continuing to really hurt the Jackson Christian Eagles.
Right. 3rd and still 6 to go. Nice reception. 2:29 clock running. Smith trying to get this first down, and here they come across the middle, incomplete, and they're going to throw a flag there on number 1, Tyler Morris, and looks like he arrived at about the same spot. But when you look at the clock
and the score
36-0, they're going to give a break or two to them. They probably need a couple of breaks after the tough first half they had, digging themselves really a deep hole. After they'd make a good play and then get a holding penalty and then a holding penalty. But Jackson Christian gets the ball out to the 50-yard line, and it's first down at that point. Clock running, 1:50 to go. So the running clock will make up a little bit for that long first half. Jackson Christian to the line. Quarterback Smith. He's back to pass. Rolling to the left, dumps it out here to the 40, 35, 30, and making his way once again is Brooks. And he's just getting open. Very elusive, good athlete, and does a good job in getting free in that secondary. And that's another first down, so they are on the move trying to break this shutout. Ball at the 30-yard line. Crowd pulling for the shutout also. Coming to life for the defense. Back to pass. He's going to run it up the middle. And now he's going to throw it. Did he cross that line? I don't think so. It was close. No flag. 2nd down. Smith looked like he was going to pull it down and run, and then suddenly saw a receiver, but was at a bad angle. So they're going to bring it back in across the way, spot it once again at the 30. It'll be 2nd down and 10. 38 seconds left, so a good chance this is the last play. Unless they score a touchdown here, they will stop the clock for touchdowns. And we'll tick to the half-minute mark and lower. It's Jackson Christian here at the end of the 3rd quarter. Back to pass the blitz. The pass across the middle, incomplete.
Another flag.
And They do stop the clock on the flag, I believe. 14 seconds left, and
Personal foul, I believe.
personal foul, yeah, hitting the quarterback. So let's see if they wind that clock. We're hoping they'll wind that clock. And they do. The clock runs out. We'll have 1 quarter left as Nashville Christian is headed toward an 8-0 record. But we've got a quarter to go with our score. Nashville Christian 36, Jackson Christian nothing.
Touching hands, reach out, touching me, touching
Jackson Christian got the ball down on the 15-yard line. 1st and 10 as we open play in the 4th quarter. Quarterback back to pass, rolling to the right. He's under pressure. He's going to get the ball off, thrown it into the end zone, and it is it caught for a touchdown? And it is. Jackson Christian gets on the board. Nice rollout there. And catching the ball, who was that? Will Cisco, a nice play in the corner of the end zone, and they break the shutout 36-6. Good play there. Again, they've had some good plays tonight. They've shown some good execution. They're well coached. They just have hurt themselves with so many turnovers and penalties.
And Strickland was chasing Smith, and if he'd got there a fraction of a second before that, I think he might have broke it up.
The kid, the quarterback, really did a good job getting it off. And here's the placement. That kick is up and good for Jackson Christian, and kicking for them, that was Aiden Holland. And so they get on the board with 11:55 to go on the first play of the 4th quarter. Back in a moment with Nashville Christian up 36-7. That front line, Chandler.
Looks like Tyler Morris, Cam Carden, number 14 looks like James Warmbrod.
And what a kick.
Wow.
Martise Edwards takes it in the end zone, and man, that was as high as the lights. So, Nashville Christian back in business, 1st down and 10 at the 20, and hopefully this clock's going to stay running most of this quarter.
Are we technically out of the mercy rule now since the difference is
yeah, that's true.
29
yeah,
points
you're
now.
exactly right. So Of course, if I'm on the other side of the field, I'm asking them to keep that clock running. So, in the backfield is Matt back. No, that's Kobe still back in there. Is that right? No, Matt is. Matt is throwing the ball across the middle. It is complete. That is Jalen Marsh, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45. Still breaks away. 35, 30, 25, 10. End zone. Touchdown, Nashville Christian. They could not bring him down. That is an 80-yard touchdown. Nashville Christian. Jalen Marsh, Matt McCleary hitting him, slanting across the middle for 6. And we go up 42-7.
And with that, the mercy rule is back intact.
Yeah.
Just like that, one play later.
That's right. And now Campos in. Boy, he's been busy. He'll have to ice that leg tonight. And let's see if he can put this one up. And good. And there's timeout on the field with your score. Nashville Christian up 42-7, 11:40 to go in this contest. Back in a moment.
43, Jackson Christian 7. Campos to kick off for the Eagles. Back deep for the JC Eagles will be Cisco and Brooks.
I don't have Campos's streak right now, but he's it's over 15. Need to try to add that up. He's hit 7 tonight, and I know 8 in a row over the last 2 weeks. And ball back to the 15, 20. Running back trying to get outside 25, 30. He's brought down about the 32.
Don Dunning there on the stop.
Sorry about that. I believe Elmer did miss one. Is that right?
There was a bad snap down at the far
That's
side.
right.
Yeah, that
Sorry
got
about that.
mishandled.
Yeah, that
They
broke
had to
the
fall on
streak.
it.
I totally forgot about that. That was a long time ago.
But other than that one, he's been money for the last
He has.
week or two.
And the difference, 1 point in the last 2 wins. So Jackson Christian. And that clock is running, Chandler. Back to pass. Cross slanting pattern is complete. Good yardage up about 8 yards up toward the 42-yard line. Catching that ball was Daniel Brooks. Again, he's put some yardage up receiving tonight. 10.5 to go. Nashville Christian been in total control for most of the game. And they're going to go to 8-0. And we'll be hosting our last regular season home game against Tipton Rosemark next week. That's senior night. We got 2 games left. Then we'll go on the road for the last one to Trinity Christian, and then we'll start the playoffs. Back to pass. Under pressure, rolling out of there. They're coming after him, and he's just trying to throw the ball out of bounds and does so. Big Jacob Bates tried to catch it over there. Jacob would have probably started running with it the other way and would have probably spiked it in the end zone after after a sideline run.
With a touchdown celebration to follow.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
We'd have never heard the end of it. Jacob is quite a character. Clock running down, 9.5 to go, 43-yard line. Jackson again to the line, 2nd and 10. And we've got our guys coming. Here they come. He's going to pull it down and run at the 40, 45. Pretty good run up to the 48. And really, they're marking him really short from where he was, but we've got a flag that's going to change this play anyway. Fortunately, the clock does get to keep running during the timeout discussion. We tick under 9 minutes, so if you're still watching out there, most of you may have turned us off, but we got a personal foul that time on Jackson Christian. There's part of the Jackson Christian crowd across the way. They brought quite a number up here. 8:38 and running. So again, I know opponents sometimes wonder why does a team still have starters in this late in the game? The answer is you got to stay in shape to get ready for the playoffs, because not all of those games are blowouts. And I know it's tough. It looks tough on the scoreboard to do that, but they've got to play close to full games. And here's a pass. It is going to be intercepted again. Number 3. That, of course, is Martise Edwards. He's bringing it down the sideline. He'll be knocked out of bounds. But Nashville Christian, Martise Edwards, has been all over the field, piling up yardage, all-purpose yards. And he gets the interception.
It's his second of the night. He was wanting to take that one to the house like he did back in the second quarter, but unfortunately ran out of real estate on the left side of the sideline. But another great read by Martise, seeing where the quarterback was going, and was able to jump in front of the play.
Ball is brought to the 10-yard line, so we'll be in business there. Kobe Lamberth will be in the backfield with Deion King. Let's see if Kobe tries to put 6 up with his arm rush. Goes to Deion left side. Deion 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He cuts back against the grain, and he takes that ball in for 6. Touchdown, Deion King. Sophomore King running off that left side does a nice job finding the hole and puts it in. And 49-7. Clock does stop on touchdowns.
The 8th touchdown of the night for the Nashville Christian Eagles.
We've racked them up. Campos back in. (49-7). Snap, ball down, kick up. Kick is good, and we hit the half-century mark. It's 50-7. Back in a moment. Didn't see what the call was. On the extra point, there's a penalty 15 yards against Jackson, so we'll be kicking from the 45. So Campos will probably put this on the front parking lot near the flag. Well, actually, the flag's back here. Sorry about that. And no, he punches it up short. They catch it at the 8, the 10, 15. Break them all outside, 20, 25, 30, and boy, he's hammered over there. Who was that? My eyesight, my eyes are bad going over there. I should have looked at our monitor when that happened. Jacob Pettis doing a good job on the camera.
Tyler Morris, I believe, was
Okay.
the one on the hit on the sideline.
And hopefully the clock will run out here with 6 minutes, 38 seconds to go. Hopefully it won't be stopping again. It will stop for penalties, well, it doesn't always stop for penalties, does it? Yes, touchdowns. And there was a penalty there against us. We must have hit him late.
Looks like Devin Ray subbed in, freshman, on the defensive line.
Got some new players in, if you can get some of them.
Looks like number 20, Donovan Smith, on the far side. Will be playing corner. We got Nate Hamilton down here at the bottom of the screen. And looks like everybody else are our starters.
And we sling him down the backfield, short of the 45, and penetration there, Micah Fan. 5.5 minutes left. Ball actually short, 44, a loss of 1. 2nd and 9. So Jackson Christian to the line. Ball at the 44. Back to pass. Looking in trouble, and he slammed down again, and that time Aaron Gray got him, threw him for a loss.
Swimmed between two different, they had two guys on him, and he swimmed right in between them and was able to bring him down.
Another loss, taking it back. It's going to be 3rd and long here. 3rd and about 16. .451 clock running. And the quarterback's going to keep the ball and tries to break away, but he's not going to be able to. Brought down by Don Dunning. Clock will tick under 4 minutes when we get to this next play. Had a good crowd tonight. Some have gone home to warmer quarters, but we had a really good cheering section from the students for a game over fall break. Looking really ahead. Jackson Christian trying to throw again, and he's trying to escape one man, but he's not going to escape number 50. That's Lucas Klein for another loss.
Back-to-back sacks for the defense.
And that's quarterbacking. Who was that quarterbacking? Was that still Smith?
I believe Smith is still in there.
Okay. They're going to have to punt. 4th and a mile to go. The clock running. 3:22, so hopefully we can do 4 running plays and go home. If I'm the officials, I would let them have all the time they want in the huddle. Kobe Lamberth in the backfield. And let's see what Nashville Christian is calling a timeout. Probably to get some new faces in. Back in a moment.
Make sure and hit the concession stand before you leave. Go down there and clean them out. Rodney Woods recommends the Big Pickle.
All right, we're back in action here. So the Eagles have a lot of fresh faces in at the 3-minute mark here. Kobe Lamberth in the backfield. And high snap. The ball is handed to the running back. That's King again. The 25-20, 15-10. He scoots 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 into the end zone. Touchdown, Deion King, his second run for 6. He can scoot. Little sophomore finding his way. Really, he's getting ready for the future in a nice way, Chandler.
That's right. With we got Dakota Owens, our lead rusher, who is a senior, and we're looking for who's going to take his place next year. And it looks like Deion's going to be getting a lot of touches next year.
So Campos in again. Kick down. Placement down. Kick is up, and that kick once again is splitting the uprights. And with 2:56 to go, it is 57-7. It's been a tough night for our guest. Back in a moment. Hopefully this will be our last kickoff. The clock is mercifully wound before the kick. It's ticking down. Under 3 minutes, Campos drilling it. And it's going to be caught at the 12, 15, 20, 25. And making his way out about the 22-yard line. And the clock running down to 2.5 minute mark here in our last canto of the game. So a lot of new players out there for the Nashville Christian Eagles. So Chandler will try to pick some of those numbers up.
Looks like number 55, Seth Bennett. Number 56, Hunter Bailey. Number 54, Peyton Woodard. Man, we got a lot of them out there. We got Warmbroad in the as a safety in the back. Again, Donovan Smith split out far right. Nate Hamilton at the bottom of the screen.
And the ball is being kept by the quarterback, the 25-30. And Don Dunning's going to chase him down at the 32-yard line, 33-yard line.
And that is not Aaron Smith. That is Walker Rhea, number 4 for Jackson Christian on the carry there.
A nice run. He gets first down yardage inside a minute and a half. So Nashville Christian going to 8-0, and we're going to be hosting Tipton Rosemark next week for senior night. Quarterback is going to keep the ball again and stutter stepping, getting a couple of yards out past the 35. Clock is going to go inside a minute. Jamal King brings him down. A couple more new faces there coming in, Chandler, 81 and 26.
Here we got Aiden Trammell, number 81, and 26, Aiden Burr.
All right.
A lot of freshmen out there. A lot of freshmen and sophomores.
All right, we're trying to get as many of them mentioned as possible. 45 seconds to go. The crowd urging on these young guys. Actually getting quite vocal here in a 50-point lead. And here's the ball going to the 40, the 45, the 50. He may take it down that sideline, but fortunately knocking him out of bounds and saving the touchdown, James Warmbrode, and he made a nice sprint over there to knock him out of bounds and to eat up that clock. Jake Wilson running down the sideline. I don't know if they can get this last play off. They're trying quickly to. 11 seconds, 10 seconds, our last play of the contest. They want to score one. We want to keep them out, and they're going to hand off to 40, 35 to 30, and this clock is going to run out on this game. And Nashville Christian with a 57-7 win. As the teams go to midfield and congratulate one another, Chandler, nice job. Jacob Pettit, our cameraman, and all this produced and set up. by Andrew Atkins. And appreciate all the work all of you guys do making this possible. And we take a 50-point win, and we'll be back next week. We go to 8-0 and just have an outstanding season. And of those 8 games, 4 of them have been really tight. 3 of them comeback wins and holding on last week. So we've had a few blowouts, but we have had 5 close games, 4 nip and tuck ones. And our Eagles run to 8-0. For Chandler Clark, this is Mike McPherson saying thank you for your time at this time. Until next time on this, the Eagle Football Network.